What's up, guys? Just getting those shares out. 3 minutes. Afternoon, James. What's up, Andy? If you guys would share me out. Tag some friends. Get that motivational lunch hour on Monday. Check out what I got going on. What's kicking my butt this week? Sharing out. Oops. I think I shared it to the wrong group. That's okay. They think it's funny anyway. I may not have the music in here. Is it? No, it's in here. Okay.
There.
And there, the time is up. Couple more to share to here. There's always a few that I don't want to miss, but probably do. Just give it one more look over. Gotta stop worrying about shares. Just do the show and hopefully you guys share, right? I shared it to my old military units Facebook group. See what they say about that. They'll be like, what is this? Like, I don't care. Watch it. Too many. All right, that's enough. Those aren't real people talking in the background. It's just beats by Jay Frost, everybody. We'll just pause you for now. Let's get this show started, guys. Hey. All right. Okay. Happy Monday, everybody. Monday 2023, the first Monday of the year, you guys. Let's do it again. Oh yeah. It's going to be a good year, I think. It's a lot of good things coming. A lot of, there's always bad to think about, but there's always, those silver linings to look at, you guys. We got episode number 66 of Waylon, the Indoor Farmer today. And let me remove this guy. Here we go. And now it's just me. What do you guys think? I do want to get some opinions. Do you guys think the floating head thing is just is it passe? I don't even know what passe means, but is it funny? Is it for me? I'm seeing advertising space right here. See where my chest is? We're underneath my neck. That's more advertising space, right? I got all this space around me now to do stuff with. This green screen is amazing. Shout out to my son's Uncle Nick, which was a great Christmas present, cheap Christmas present that's just going to give me many hours of enjoyment, right? So Sir Stevo says he likes it. Thanks, Sir Stevo. Appreciate it. It's the final countdown. How you like that countdown on the StreamYard? Celos, Cali Gas Boy in the house. Cali 420 Gas Boy in the house, everybody. Let's see. Let me get this video file up in here. So I did 2 videos today, actually. We'll see the other one a little later at some point. Probably just wait till the end of the other one. Kind of a commercial, actually. It's going to be cool. In fact, I need to tag Mr. Jimmy Mead up in here. What's up, Valerie? How are you today? Tag him. Tag your friends, guys. Tag somebody that you know that might eat food. I mean, listen, I may not be for everybody, just for the people who eat food. You know what I mean? I know. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I can't do laughter and a video at the same time. I was going to make some people laugh at me, but hey, I'm working it out, you guys. I'm working it out. So with this video today, you guys, I don't think I put a ton of, I think I might have put some in there. Potatoes, still working on potatoes, trying to expand that. And you'll see me here. Actually, I'm about to start filling the fish tank back up because I use a lot of that water. It gets used for plants and whatnot. So I have to fill up the water, and I get that from my furnace. It's like it's distilled water, you guys. I save it up. The furnace is running like extra overtime, because of the weather, right? So you get like tons of distilled water out of that. And yeah, I can't be doing that forever because those fish, they definitely need other inputs. They need minerals and stuff like that. And I'm actually trying to do that in other ways. Like I have clay pebbles that I'm pouring the water in right now. And then there's, I got a couple of rusty nails and some pennies in the water. So it kind of helps to give some of that those minerals back, right? Hi, Keisha. Hi, Donna. Donna over there in the YouTube world. Appreciate that. You can share to my Facebook page anytime. Okay. Well, heck yeah. I won't be able to at the moment, but if you would like to do that this time, I appreciate that. I have way too many groups and stuff, so I may just start tagging my friends who I know will help me share and tag other people. You know what I mean? I try to offload a little bit of that work because the 5 minutes in the beginning, it kind of annoys me because I'd like to just start the show, so I don't know. One day I'll be to the point where I don't need to worry about sharing myself, but right now I'm still trying to get out there, guys. We're at 894 on the page. 894. I need to get to that 1,000 mark. We were talking about it last night. I really don't have any goals after the 1,000 mark. Yes, more followers is fine. It's good in all sorts of ways. But once I get to that 1,000 mark, get this side monetized, I don't have to worry so much about my profile. I can do people in the boxes over here on the page. Be nice. Old scratch, yeah. I put a couple rusty nails in that water in the fish tank in the aquarium, you call it. That will help to give iron and copper. Well, iron from the rusty nails, but the pennies will help to add copper back to the water. This is interesting. I think I may have killed the mint plant here. And I don't know if it was just underwatering, because then I watered it when I saw that. Hopefully it'll bounce back. Mint's actually really hardy. Like it'll come back pretty easy, I think. And these are sweet potatoes that I've got kind of all vining together inside there instead of letting them vine out into my basement. So that's a development I've learned recently, because I had to cut down a bunch of vines from sweet potatoes and trying to go into my walls and stuff. Yeah, so you see here, I needed to add some water for sure. I guess I put those two videos backwards, but here's a little. This was a topper that I cut off of a clone and stuck it in there, and it's actually flowering, but it's like such a tiny little thing. And these are really tiny too, obviously, but these were clones that I stuck in the aquaponics system because I didn't need them, and I was like, well, let's see what happens, right? And so they look frosty, but you see the coloring. It's almost, I don't want to say brown, but it's weird color. Like these are strawberry banana clones, so they do have that sort of red and sort of yellowish going on there. But I don't love the color. I don't know if that might be short in nutrients or what, but they are all flowering, and I'm about to show you the roots. I mean, I don't know if those roots look great for how big the plants are or not. You know what I mean? It's tough. We're going to see what happens. I mean, I actually think I'd like to get your guys' opinion on this. If you guys think these clones are ready to harvest. I mean, I don't really know. It's been probably close to 8 weeks in here for sure. I didn't pay attention. I need to pay more attention, you guys. It's tough. I'm so broke. I can't pay attention. It's the old joke, right? But yeah, they look frosty. I did get some close-ups here, and I think they're gonna at least produce something. But my question is going to be like what they test out at, Let's see what they test out at so that I can decide whether it's worth doing in the future. Now, there's a few things to take in mind. Like, I don't have a ton of fish. They're not that big of fish. So all of this stuff can be scaled up, obviously, but just for an experiment, just to see what happens. Like, this one actually looks really good, but I don't see the buds really filling in on these other ones here. It's that's the end of the video there, but, but yeah, I did get some close-ups. Oh, I guess I kept going for a minute. They look pretty, but at the same time, it's almost like a brownish tint when you kind of zoom out, Maybe that's just because of how small they are. I don't know. It's okay. But here's a box fan, you guys. I just stuck a filter back behind that box fan, carbon filter, so to help clean the air in that room. So that room is getting circulated, and that's a room that I'll go in and hang out in sometimes and sit at the bar and smoke and whatnot. And the dogs have been down there and all that. So this has actually really helped. And you guys see this? I won this item, the Easy to Go plant watering kit. I need to figure out what I can do with that for sure. Here's the other clones that I had. Oh, I'll go back a little bit here. I need to make these stay a little bit longer, I think. Yeah, so this little plant watering kit, I think it's just for very few plants. I could probably use that for some things. Yeah, here's the clones. So I put this in the title, you guys, or in the description. these 3 clones, and there were 4, and you're about to see the 4th one, it died. They have been on 24-hour light cycle for like 3 months. Hey, what's up, Philip? Soil Focus Farms in the house, buddy. What's up, man? You're welcome to come up if you like. Any farmers or growers are welcome to come up always on the show. But these 3 clones, I have them now in an 18-hour light cycle. I'm going to try to get them to regrow, or to, I don't know, re-veg. I don't know what the term is, to start growing. They've literally been stuck in like hibernation for 3 months. It's crazy. Carlos, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? Mikey Jameis, how you doing, man? Hey, everybody. Keisha says, "Oh wow, yeah. This is more experimental. I mean, since I'm a new grower, I'm not going to freak out about this. Like, I wanted to see if they would come back after I kept them watered and stuff, but like, look how gnarly they are. I'm going to see what happens to that, you know." And of course, I got some potatoes. I did fill in more potatoes today. So what you do is you let them grow a little bit out of the soil, and then you fill the soil in more. Here's my used soil bin. It's all used soil from like all the different, you know, grow buckets and different things I've been using. I get that soil back in there. Here's me watering. Got to do all this watering process. Yeah, I mean, watering with fish water. No nutrients, no nothing else. I mean, they get nutrients, obviously. Hey, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. For some reason, I don't know if StreamYard's not updating, but I only see a couple. Come on, guys. Don't you guys love me just a little bit on that like button? Silos goes live. Silos went live, stops by to say hi, and then goes live. All right, Silos. I have a smoke session over there. So I'm going to continue working in this area for a while, probably working on potatoes and stuff, because on the other side of this room is where I'm going to build a grow room. I'm going to work on actually having it dialed in, and hopefully Philip over there at Soil Focus Farms will be able to help me at some point to sort of dial it in and make sure there's no weak points, you know. Going to see what kind of airflow I can get, and make sure there's no mold, make sure there's no dog hair. All those sorts of things are my goals. Trying to work on a more scientific level, more dialed in environment. Hi, Mikey. How you doing, buddy? Suck that through. I guess that's what I get. Oh yeah, gotta take that hoodie off, man. It gets hot after working down there for a little while. So basements aren't, I've talked about this before, basements aren't necessarily the ideal place. I think they're ideal for us homeowners because we don't want to flood our upstairs by accident here and there, or whatever, what have you. So we think, okay, the basement, you know. But honestly, my basement's designed a little funny because there's no drain right over here. There's only one spot that I can use the drain in case of emergencies, and that's actually the space that I can't be growing in. So it's a little bit annoying. I'm gonna have to make sure I can deal with that. Make sure I can deal with. You have to imagine like an emergency situation, and then work backwards from there. You know, like, okay, what could go wrong? Let's try to prevent it ahead of time. Now, obviously, I haven't been doing that. I've been sort of flying by the seat of my pants over here on the growing side, because I'm trying to learn by doing. I don't want to just go, okay, this book says this is what's going to happen. Okay, well, I want to see what's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm off on that. Maybe that's a little bit wrong. That's better. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. So, how's everybody's New Year's going? That's what I want to know. See, throw me some comments. Tell me how your New Year's is going. You know, have you already implemented anything? Have you, like myself, my one of my resolutions is I'm going to take more notes, taking more show notes. I'm taking more notes about the growing. And I'm also going to push myself to get this stuff, get this stuff in motion. Like a lot of what you see me doing right now is the back end work, the cleanup, the repurposing of the soil. Like now I'm going to recycle all the stuff that I was using. And some of that may end up being a bad idea, but I let it sit for so long and outside in the cold and everything. There shouldn't be much inside there to be a problem like pests or anything, but that's still a possibility. So I have to think about that while I'm reusing the soil. It's kind of hard. You might see me. Actually, I should have adjusted the camera a bit, but it's kind of hard to get that soil back out because you got a lot of roots that are in there, of course. But I'm reusing it for potatoes. Like I don't really think it's going to be a big deal for potatoes. I don't think I'd reuse it for, say, a new cannabis plant or, something more finicky like microgreens. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Hope everybody's having a good Monday. I know it's Monday. To me, that's a whole new week of opportunities, you guys. It's a whole new week of opportunities. New Monday, new you. Think about it. New Year's Eve. We can't wait to celebrate that first day of the year, but we all hate the first day of the week. Isn't that strange, you guys? Why is it that we look so badly at the first day of the week, but on the first day of the year, it's like, oh, new year, new me, right? Well, what about new week, new me? I don't know. Can't you start a new day, new me? Hey, I woke up today. Let's be new me. You know what I mean? Every day, work towards that better you. I do want to point out here while you watch me work that I am starting a new show on Wednesdays on a group called Grill Fam. Some of you might be in there, some of you might not. It's a private group, so let me know if you want to get in. They are a huge group that's growing fast, and it's amazing what they're doing over there. And I'll be on Wednesdays. It'll be sometime in the morning. I'm not 100% sure, but it's gonna be about some very relevant topics. It's mostly, let's put it this way, it's gonna be half smoke sesh, half relevant topics to every person on the planet having to do with food, farming, growing, our food supply, all that stuff. It's going to be very simplistic. I'm going to look up what's going on today in the world. We're going to try and find some good sources and different stories, and it shouldn't be too hard, but we'll see. I'll be by myself, but maybe I'll get a co-host. I've had two co-hosts and a possible co-host for this show. Nobody seems to want to hang out very long to do it, I guess. I don't know. One day there'll be money behind it, you guys. What's up, Josie? Good morning. Or good afternoon, I guess. You got orbs down there with you. Oh, no, that's dust. It's sweeping and stuff. You might have seen some of it. Are the spiders? Yeah, there are some spiders down here too. I don't know what orbs you mean, but you might see some flying things that I can't even see when I'm in that room. It's crazy. But it's just dust. So I ended up putting a mask on here shortly. Guys, hit that like button if you don't mind. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's so funny that the popularity of the shows where I'm just sitting and rambling and smoking and intaking the medicine, right? Those seem to be way more popular than the show about how it's made and how your food is made, how it is that somebody like myself who didn't know how to do these things can get into it. People think, well, let's just leave it for the farmer. The farmer knows. Well, how does he know? Well, maybe he went to school for it. We don't care. It's fine. He grows my food and I'll eat it. Thanks, farmer guy, right? But it's funny how little attention a show like this can get when this is like right on the edge between people who don't grow but eat and people who grow and know where their food comes from. And it's like, it's so funny that to me. I think it will, we'll gain some steam and momentum over time, but yeah, the flying things, Mikey. Yeah, it's just dust. I swear. It's not, you can't even see it when you're standing there. It's insane how this camera's picking it up. And it's happened a few times now. We got Discovery that shows us how it's made. Yeah, that show will put you to sleep, bro. I don't know. A lot of people like that show for some reason, how it's made. I've tried to watch it a few times. It's so dry. Like it's drier than my monotone voice. That's how dry it is. Like I don't know how anybody watches that. Like I think I was watching like how rubber bands were made or something. It's insane. I was like, how do you watch this for more than 5 minutes? Like, I get that it's boring watching things that are boring, but here's the thing: it's the inspiration, it's the thought behind it, it's the feeling that I'm having while I'm becoming more self reliant on these things. Now you could say, well, anybody could do this. Well, yeah, but no, but every person on the planet eats food, and how many of us actually know how to grow it? What percent do you guys think? Like, I don't know, 20% of the people on the planet? I don't know, maybe not even that. Who knows? Don't think you've ever seen it, Josie, the How It's Made show. Yeah, it's very. I don't even know if there's talking. I think it's just literally showing you how something gets made from the factory or whatever. It got pretty popular, I would say, but it wasn't for me. That's for sure. That's why my idea with this show is like, let's try to make it interesting in a way that we point out those reasons why this is interesting, why this matters. And yeah, it's sort of a thing that you have to push and that you have to learn and you have to decide, okay, do I care where my food comes from? Nah. Let's just go down to the Piggly Wiggly and get some garbage or whatever. Like that's the way that a lot of people think, and they don't really care. They just want to see me chonging on a bong or something, and it's funny. But this year is going to be different, you guys. I got a lot of stuff coming. I got other shows in the works, so this is going to be like, it's funny. I'm going to do other shows that might be more popular in order to drag this show along, because this show to me is the more important show. It may not be the more popular show, may not be the easier show to get popular, but I'm going to drag it along. So like imagine, like anybody ever watched Joe Rogan, like he's an all right guy. He's a curious guy. He's got that curiosity like I do, and he just has the conversation. And I think that's what I want to do. Like I could change like this, could do like this, but then the video is a little bit smaller. You guys tell me if you can still see the video all right. Anyway, that's kind of how they do it on Rogan, where they'll pull up a video here and there, and it'll be sort of a smaller video in the corner. I think they're using OBS or something. But maybe the video part is what's the boring part. Who knows? These are things I think about. I'm not like paranoid about it. I'm not upset about it. It's just stuff I have to think about if I want to make sure that this show is successful, for one, but for two, that it does what it's supposed to do, and that's inspire others to do this. Uh, Push people to get past their fear of, oh, I'll just kill anything I try to grow. I mean, there are people that can grow some things, but not other things. So you have to realize too that maybe not everything is your thing that you can grow. But for me, I'm trying to learn many different things as I can. Obviously, Donna over there on the YouTube, this is fascinating. Thanks, Donna. I appreciate that. I know I've gained some new followers recently from other things I do, and getting on other shows and whatnot. And so, if you're coming in and seeing this show for the first time, and you're like, "What's really going on here?" Um, it's a podcast that I look more like a vlog, video blog, where I just kind of explain my thoughts and show you the work that I'm doing as I learn how to do this stuff, as I learn how to grow, as I learn more better methods, safer methods, all that stuff. And that way I can inspire other people to do this too. I think everybody, I've said this before too. How do I put this? No matter how much food I can grow, there will always be a need for other people to grow more food. Um, and we've also found so many things that plants can do for us other than food, right? So making fuel, making, hell, we can make electricity out of trees. The tree roots, there's a way that they can actually harness some of the extra energy that's being converted when the tree roots are uptaking nutrients. And there's like extra like heat energy down there, and they can actually tap into that. So like eventually we could literally have, power, growing power plants. It's just, I mean, the possibilities are endless, and I think every person on the planet could do a little bit more towards self-sustainability. And I'd also want to point out too that you don't have to have 100 acres and a lot of money to be a little more self-sustainable. Like just a little bit more. You can do small things around the house, reusing scrap materials, all sorts of things like that. So that's what I'm getting into as well. I'm very, very interested in reusing waste products. That's a big one. Here, Mikey, I'll put this up so Donna can see it since she's on the YouTube side. I agree with Donna. Your show's pretty awesome. Well, thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that. And I know I'm monotone, you guys. I try to change it up a little bit. I can't do it too much. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. It's me. So I also thought maybe I could put people to sleep. I'm going to start reading children's books on a separate show. It'll be the Indoor Farmer, story hour, right? And I'll just talk to the children, and I'll read the books very monotone like, and then they'll just fall asleep for the parents, and then parents can play the show for the kids. I feel like that could be fun. I won't be smoking any cannabis or talking about cannabis or anything like that, I promise. But I feel like that could be cool. Have you guys ever heard of ASMR? It's such a weird thing where they whisper into the can, like they do weird like noises and things. I don't know if I want to get into that. But reading children's books I find is kind of fun when I read to my son at night, Get good at it where he like passes out, Like, yes, I read so boring. His mom dropped him off today, but he's a good boy. He hangs out and plays, elsewhere while I'm doing my show. So it's great. But yeah, did anybody have any crazy stories over the weekend? No New Year's Eve craziness? But some doctors and nurses have some fun stories over New Year's. Every time, you guys, when there's a crazy holiday like that, I used to work in a hospital, and man, you would definitely see some crazy stories for sure. So I don't know if anyone said this. So does this video, the smaller video, seem okay to you guys? What do you guys think? Does it seem like, yeah, it kind of blocks me but the smaller video makes it easier to see me. I don't know. Doesn't matter, but I could go back and forth with it. What's up, Mill? How are you? Good afternoon, Miss Mill. Jenna. Hello, Jenna. Aunt Bonnie, how are you? Guys, if you're coming in, throw a comment down there, please. Just a hello, just a good afternoon. It would be great. It helps my algorithm. It helps get the ball rolling on some good conversation. I want to make sure. I want to hear that you guys are okay. I want to hear that you're having a decent Monday. Miss Mill says, "Yeah, I got to go out in the pouring rain while men sat at their car and got to put in windshield wipers and got to get soaking wet for minimum wage." Yes, Miss Mill, I 100% can relate. I worked at a Sears Auto years ago. We had 4 women and 4 men in the sales floor at one point, and by the time I had left there, it was only 2 of us, 2 men. That was it. And they went out of business, guys. Sears is no more. I mean, there's a Sears brand still, I think. Still have their brand or whatever. But yeah, Miss Mill, I feel for you. I know it's probably cold rain, even though you don't get much snow over there, do you? In California. But I bet it gets cold as hell. It's like in the 50s. That's cold enough for rain. Yep, see, I got my mask on now. Good job. I should have done that earlier. But let me tell you what, this mask doesn't even stop dirt. Okay, you guys, I still had to blow dirt out of my nose. Just so we're clear on my feelings on the mask. Speaking of which, this Thursday, guys, tune in this Thursday on People in the Boxes. We're going to talk about life before 2020 and during 2020 and after 2020. What was your experience? It's going to be an insane episode, you guys. We're going to really try to skirt the we're going to try to keep the politics to a minimum. We're going to just talk about like your feelings, your emotions through that time, and like, do we even remember what it was like before then? You know what I mean? So just tune in Thursday. It should be interesting. It may be really difficult to talk about, to be honest. So it might be weird, like we're trying to skirt certain words and things. So who knows? That's going to be crazy. But you had to step away, Philip. That's all right, buddy. Did the goose need some attention? Goose soil. Goose soil. So Philip, what you see me doing now is I'm just breaking apart the root block from the cannabis plants that were in there and trying to get as much soil off of there that I can reuse. Like, there's a lot of roots, but those tiny roots don't really matter too much. Yeah, just show it a little bit. It's tough to get that thing to break apart. It's crazy. Wife. Oh, no, not goose, but wife. Thursday night, buddy. Thursday night at 8 o'clock Central Time. Not up in elevation for snow, but buckets of rain. Yeah, I bet you get tons of rain right next to a. Look at this. Look at this dust, you guys. It looks terrible on here, but I'm telling you what, you don't see this in real life when you're standing there. Like, you'd think I wouldn't be standing there if it was just like, if I had this like this like gust of particles, like. But that's what you breathe in and don't even know it. That's crazy, isn't it? Mikey's going to be there. All right. Sounds good, Mikey. Appreciate that. Anybody that goes over to the People in the Boxes, it's always a good time. Kind of a little one part group therapy, one part talk show, a little bit like daytime talk show where they would take the microphone out to the audience, and ask their opinion or if they want to ask a question or something. It's a little bit like that, except you come up on the screen and you get to say your piece. So it's a different type of show. I should be headed your way soon. Okay. Are you heading to True Healthcare? True Healthcare and Wellness? Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, buddy. But yeah. So True Healthcare, you guys. They're an awesome store. They're not my closest, but I still go there because I have a good buddy, Jimmy Me, that works there too. And I'm also gotten to know the owner a little bit. Not as much as I will, I'm sure, but yeah, definitely good guys there. Yep, pallet's done. Okay, you got a whole pallet of soil for them. Awesome. I definitely want to try some. I don't need any right now because I have a bag and I'm not. And as you see, I'm reusing soil for the potatoes, but I think I want to get a new cannabis plant going. I don't know. I'll probably just go from seed. I don't have any good clones. Those clones on the floor, you guys might see it to the left there. Let's see if I can do this right there. Those clones, they look all crispy. I don't think they're going to work out, but I'm still going to give them a try. See if I can bring them back. Like that's part of the exercise, right? But aside from that, I might just go ahead and pop a seed in the dirt and try to get just one cannabis plant going underneath that light, and just to have something going. And then while we're working on the other side of the room, so that other side of the room, man, I have some good ideas, but I also am kind of worried about like how certain things are going to work and how I need to seal things in and stuff like that. I'm guessing silicone and stuff. So guys, one of the reasons that the indoor farmer moniker is interesting to me is because I have to learn not just, soil and outside and sunlight, but I have to learn like construction and, plumbing and, electrical stuff. So it's like triple, quadruple duty on learning what to do and how to take care of a house. I haven't owned a home before this. And so, when you don't own your home, you don't really care too much about those types of things. Like, okay, you just, call the landlord. You are in the room. I am in the room. You mean you're in your grill room? Is that what you were telling me? Sir Steve-O, what's up, buddy? Jared, what's going on? How you doing? Happy Monday, guys. Happy New Year. Jeffrey, what's up, Jeffrey? Didn't even say hi. You guys coming in, stealthing me? Goodness gracious. Jenna stealthed me. My own aunt. My aunt came in and stealthed me. What do you call that? Lurking or something like that? Just love giving people shit. Some people think if they come in and stay too long, everybody in the world is going to see them. I wish I had that big of a following, right? My indoor farm, yes. Okay. Well, if you want to come up, you're welcome. But that's up to you. No big deal. This video is more than, it's almost done. It's got about 5 minutes left. But yeah, this is my little space right now to be dirty in. Like, that's where I'm working with the soil. That's where I'm taking apart the root blocks from the last plants and stuff. So I sort of needed like a dirty room or an area that I wasn't going to care about. So, but that's going to be a problem though, being right next to the grill room. So I'm going to have to really have a lot of filtration, make sure that's clean air in there. Yeah. So I have my work cut out for me. I have a lot of fans. I have 4 more box fans. So I have a start at least. I don't know. I think I might want to get one of those big exhaust filters with the carbon, or not carbon. Carbon filters. I think they're charcoal filters. Am I wrong? Anyway, they have these big like canister like size that come off on a big hose, and it's a big old exhaust system. And mostly people use those when they want to keep the smell down, and say if they're in an apartment or if they're somewhere they don't want to let that. But I'm in my house that it doesn't matter. It's not, but it might matter for the filtration. So I'll make sure it's as clean as possible, right? Because right now it doesn't look clean. Wow, it's so crazy. I can't capture what I see. All we're capturing here is the truth, which is all the dust in the air. 9 likes. Awesome, guys. Appreciate that. Cheers, everybody. Cheers for you 5 people hanging out. You guys are awesome. I hope you're having a good Monday. I hope you're on lunch break and just chilling and getting that relaxed few minutes before you got to go back. Thank you for the reacts, guys. Appreciate it. I'm going to be a lot more relaxed this year. I mean, it's funny, relaxed, but also not at the same time, because I'm going to get my ass in gear and get a lot of this stuff done. And a lot of momentum is sort of building up, and I have, I have a lot of support, but maybe they're all busy at the moment, other than you 6 lovely folks. But the support is behind the idea, behind the real life stuff that I'm doing, that you're watching right now. Support is like, we really love what you're doing, but there's nobody close by that would want to come over on a daily basis and start to do that until it becomes more viable, say commercial, right? So I'm really pushing towards that. I want to get that. I think microgreens is going to be my angle. Definitely microgreens make good money if you can find enough restaurants. Now here's interesting. This is the 4th clone that did fully die. I pulled it out, but it was growing. So I think over time it just gave up on life. It was like too much light. 24 hours of light for like 3 months. I know, Philip. That's what I mean. Like 3.5 hours away isn't close by, and I have a ton of people like you who are like in other countries and other states that are just like, man, if I was close by. But for you, it's like, yeah, that we'll definitely hook up and we'll definitely get some stuff done. But I can't imagine us making that trip more than once a month or something like that, either one of us, especially until I get my car fixed. Oh, so I do want to pull this up actually. So what do you think, Philip, on this bin here, this blue bin? There's no holes in it, but I thought about putting holes in it in order to make like a sort of mini, like a potato trough. But I don't know if I want to put holes in it. It might not be a great idea. But I was thinking about it. It's like I don't want to ruin something that I have just to try and grow out of it. I've already done that before, and it wasn't a great idea. So, but it's right next to a 30-gallon pot. That cloth pot is 30 gallons. So it's a pretty good size bin. That cloth pot's pretty good size too. It's gonna take me a long time to get that stuff out. Try to get those roots all broken up. I might use a tool instead of just my hands. Probably just get like a screwdriver or something I can use to break it up. Pretty simple. But no, I am definitely excited about your help, especially getting that room sort of dialed in. But what I want to do is I want to do most of the. I want to get it going, and then maybe you can come by at some point to sort of redirect and make sure I have everything, or at least a second set of eyes to make sure that there's nothing missing or something that I'm messed up or whatever. You know what I mean? Can grow in straw bales. Yeah, I've heard that, but I heard that the what was it? I forget what it was, potatoes or something, and they just didn't have any taste. That's what my friend told me. So it's something that maybe I would try. I don't have access to straw bales either though, so I'd have to go. I'm not really that close to a farm. Maybe I could find somewhere, but I don't know. I just never thought about that. Now, what about straw bales in an aquaponics system? You say like a flood and drain table above the fish area, and you could stick a straw bale in there, and it shouldn't disintegrate too much, would it? Or maybe I don't know. Would it clog up the pumps? That's what I want to know. That could definitely be a possibility. Use a straw bale instead of clay pebbles or something like that. I have heard about the straw bale, so yeah. But I digress. That's part of the show is that I just sort of pontificate on, sort of just think and talk about what my future thoughts are and what my thoughts on what I'm doing, and I think it helps to bounce those ideas off of people because, like yourself, Phillips told me that he's become more inspired to get back into it or to change some things and whatnot. I can't wait to see what he does now. But potatoes are pretty easy. Yeah, they are pretty easy, and that's why I'm doing them now because they make so many. Like one potato, like I've already got like 30 now that all came from one. So, and I just keep recycling them into new potatoes. And like you saw earlier in the video, let's see if I can find a spot over here. No, I know I took a big picture of the whole area. Oh, I do have a commercial to play too, guys. Not really commercial necessarily, but a video, a little lesson in inoculation from my buddy Big Jim. Big Jim's Inoculators over there on Facebook. Where's that picture at? Potato picture. Must be right after this. Anyway, point is, I have three containers now with, let's see, 3 in 2 of them and 2 in 1. So I have 8 potatoes growing, and I need to, okay, so behind here, I know I had a bigger picture than this, but that's okay. So those right there's 3. And I did change that up. I put trays underneath all 3 of those today. And so that's working out. So I just want to, I wonder if I should just make a bigger grow space instead of multiple grow bags like those have. So, you know what I mean? Hey, Happy New Year, Josh. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you stopping through. Anybody stopping through on your lunch break, on your Monday, getting that Monday going, I hope you get some inspiration, some motivation. And just remember, Monday is a whole new week of opportunities. It's not it's a new week. It's also a new year, So like people think about that every week. It's like, oh, new week, new me. I love it. I said it earlier, but I still say it again. So before I go, though, I do have another video to play. You guys are not using Prime Superior, go check out Prime Superior. It's actually an inoculant, but it does so much. It's crazy. The way that it works is it's basically boosting your plant's immune system and in all sorts of ways. And not only can you use it on the seeds, but you can use it all the way up through the plant's life in order to help repel pests and such. So, and also mold, I think. Are you kidding me? I know I put these in the right order. That is annoying. Let's see. Let's go here.
Sprayers really work. Is it like hair salons for 30 seconds?
All right. That's annoying. Here it is. Idiot. Got it. Sorry, guys.
Okay, one of the most frequent questions I get about Prime Superior is what do you do with my existing plants? Well, here we got a couple plants out here in Apple Betty and a midnight special. We're going to treat them how you should treat them. The only thing that we haven't done here is these plants got watered yesterday and we're moist enough in here to treat them. You don't want to treat them then water, because then you'll wash the spores way down past the root zone. So what we're going to do here is this is the little sample bottles that we give out here at the shop. This is Prime. We're going to mist the soil. Just like that. It doesn't really take that much. We just want to make sure we get it all wet. Don't want it to puddle up or anything, then you're wasting it. And then we want to come through and we want to foliar the plant and spray the whole plant. Get the underside of the leaves just in case there's any bugs, because this Prime Superior will kill bugs on contact.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it actually turns them into the fungus. In a no-till setting, of course, they're going to turn into fungus and then drop back on the soil and reintroduce itself all the way into the whole ecosystem. So we're just lightly misting these. We don't want to get them to the point that it's dripping off the leaves or pooling up.
It's really good info, you guys. So more is not better in this.
Right. Less is more. I need to fill one of these.
I'm gonna...
Those Flairosol sprayers really work good with this. You usually only see those at like hair salons for hairspray, but you like pump them twice and then they spray for 30 seconds, an ultra fine fogging mist. So we're pretty much done with this, and we're just got these under T5 light, so I'm going to shake off any puddles on the leaves here, and I'm just going to put them right back in the light. And that's it. That's how you pre-treat your existing plants.
And there we have it, you guys. Friend Jimmy Mead over there at True Healthcare and Wellness in Peoria and Sunnyland. He's also a Prime Superior specialist and dealer, I guess, whatever you call it, salesperson. But it's amazing stuff. That's what I use. I use Prime Superior to keep off. Now, I wasn't using it in the beginning, and so now I'm starting to use that now sort of combat some of the problems that I had in the first place. So hopefully I don't have those again. And what he says is this is stuff that you can spray all the way through the plant's life. So even during flower. So if you're worried about that, it's sometimes you don't want to put too much stuff on your plant when it's in flower, because then you might take some of the flavor from that. But this is a different type of thing. So it doesn't bother that at all. I'm going to look forward to getting into more specifics on that and start to maybe push that for him a little bit, because I think it's a good product to have, and it's actually really cheap if you get the concentrate and you just make your own and you mix your own. So, all right, everybody, I believe that would be the end of our show today. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Definitely think about giving my page a follow if you're not already. And if anybody is interested, tomorrow night I'll be doing another review episode. I don't know where yet. We'll find something to go check out. And then Thursday night, again, check out People in the Boxes. We're going to be talking about what life was like before 2020 and after 2020, during 2020. You know what I'm saying? You guys can read between the lines on that, and we're going to try to keep the title as protected as possible so that we don't get in trouble or anything like that. But also, come check me out on Wednesdays. If you guys are on GrowFam, go check out GrowFam for one, and then go check me out on Wednesdays, Waylon Wednesdays on GrowFam. So thanks everybody, and have a great week. 2023, everybody. Peace.